Welcome back to the channel. It's been about a year, actually over a year, since I've posted a long form video. Those of you that do follow us, we've got a little over 3,000 subscribers now. So you've seen some short form videos that Shannon's been doing a little bit, and to be quite frank, I just ain't had time to do a long form video, but we decided this weekend, hey, why not? So this is January 3rd. We're in Panthertown Valley, and we're just in front. I don't know if you can see this snow going by, but we're just in front of the big Arctic blast that the weather's been telling us about for quite some time. So when we come down here, I've always got a plan, and this place is a little bit different because we don't get over here often. It's about a 3-hour drive from the house. The plans didn't go as planned. How much do you love me?
Right now?
So we got to the first waterfall and discovered that well, we didn't really want to bushwhack through the woods. And if you watch the first or the other video, we've made one other video, which is the last long form video that we made about a year ago. You'll see where we done that, and Shannon and Alex were not happy with me. So smile, we're almost to the top.
So glad that these things can't read our minds.
Shannon made the business decision to not go do that. Probably good. So there was 2 waterfalls in particular that we did not get to go see. One of them that we did get to go see, so we kind of made alternate plans and went a different route and went and saw Schoolhouse Falls, what was it? Wildwood? Wilderness Falls, not Wildwood, that's back where we live. Wilderness Falls and Granny Burrell, Frolic Town, that was the other one. So, first part of the video, there's not a whole lot of me talking. This is just us going, doing our thing, videoing, looking, but we do have some really cool footage of some really cool waterfalls. And like I said, just to put things in reference for us and what we went to see this time, go back and watch the other video. There wasn't a lot of water then. There's a ton of water now. A couple of water crossings that we weren't expecting. You'll see Shannon may or may not have walked through some water, but anyways, so we had a good time. It got a little bit colder than we were expecting, like down to 20 degrees. We were expecting somewhere around 28 to 30. No worries. We were prepared for that as always, but come and join us, and let's take you on another adventure. I'm gonna let you go first.
Jeremy's already falling in the mud. But
It's close though.
his shoe is.
Yeah, I was anxious from going back to the car. Not really. I wouldn't go back to the car because my foot got a little wet. She would though. We all good.
Alex gonna do that.
Shannon's got her water. She always likes water. A lot of water too. Flowing pretty well. Now this is about the spot that we decided that we really did want to go bushwhacking. It was a little bit of work to get down to this waterfall, so we were just gonna take our losses, see what we could, change the plan. Now, looking at the map, it was pretty easy for us to go back around to Schoolhouse Falls. We'd been there before. We were familiar with that, and we wanted to see what it looked like with a lot more water flowing, so that seemed like the logical thing to do for us. The original plan was not exactly where we're going to be at right now. It did not involve this particular campsite, which if you watched our video from fall break in 2023, this is the same site that we stayed at. Anyways, it's time to eat. I'm hungry. See, we already have the fire going there a little bit. We're fixing to go get some water, filtered water, drink coffee, eat, be merry. So it's got steam coming off of it. Is it hot enough? What's the best part of the trip? Coffee, and Shannon always finds some sort of snack, something that,
Strawberry cheesecake croissant type.
yeah, warm it up in the pan, sitting by the fire, drinking coffee. We're set to go. It's gonna be nighttime here in a little bit. Still got to take the bear can and hide it and hope nothing finds it, which I don't think it will, but we'll see you in the morning. All right, so not that I'm a prima donna and like to look nice, but this is the beard of a man that slept pretty good, and it's kind of gross, but I may or may not have slobbered on myself a little bit. Shannon said she looks rough, but that's perfectly fine because last night we were expecting about 28, 29 degrees according to all the weather apps, even up to last night at around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, through Garmin, through whatever sporadic service we could get. What we got was a minimum temperature of about 21 degrees. Also, we woke up to wind advisories in elevations of 3,500 feet or higher, which we are at about 3,600 feet of how much? 50 miles an hour. So obviously this weather that we knew weather was coming in, but this Arctic blast of air that's moving in, which we were trying to get this camping trip in front of that, is coming in a little bit sooner. So right now it's 30 degrees. So we usually get up, build a fire, hang out. We have Shannon has talked me out of the fire. I don't think 50-mile-an-hour winds and fire would suffice. Currently trying to boil some water, thaw some ice, get packed up, drink a little bit of coffee, and we're gonna go try to find a couple more waterfalls. We know where they're at. We don't have to find them, but we are gonna go walk by a few depending on how the weather goes. So we'll see you in a little bit. This is one of the falls that we visited back 2023, our fall break, so October, I think. Drastically more water flowing now, obviously. It's been a lot more rain, but the thing that is noticeable to me is the landscape has changed a little bit. With Hurricane Helene coming through, it's changed. It's washed a lot of stuff out and moved a lot of sand, dirt around, so it does look quite a bit different walking up to this. But still way more water, and this is one of the things we like to do, is find waterfalls, so enjoy. A little bit of a hike, not a bad hike. Saw Granny Burrell. That was one of the places we went last time, and we chose to go ahead and keep going and take a look at Frolic-Town Falls. So let's check out Frolic-Town, then we'll go to Wilderness Falls after that.
This morning we got up, it was colder than we anticipated, and there's like a tiny little tiny snow flakes falling, which is cool, but all of these look like water slides. I just can't not think about that.
That would be a heck of a water slide. Yeah. How tall do you think that is? I'm going to guess that waterfall is at least, it's 100, I'm going to say 100 foot tall. It's taller than Virgin Falls, or as tall.
I'm spatially challenged. It could be 900 feet tall, or it could be 50 feet tall.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it is.
It's very high.
Yeah, it is. See that? She's taking her backpack off. See that? We got to cross that. Now the last time we were here, you heard me say just a minute ago, the water wasn't as high, so there were a couple of things we did not take into consideration. This water crossing was one of them, but that's why you bring extra socks, and it's going to be cold. I may try it with just my boots on because I don't really care if my shoes get wet. And we only have about 1.5 miles left, but this will be interesting. I'll show you a video of it, or I'll show you a clip of it. It'll be good. So I've convinced her to do this without taking her shoes off because I've made it this far. We do have waterproof boots, obviously. So if this doesn't go well, it's probably gonna be a long ride home, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, spit it. I'll just hurry.
I'm gonna tell you one of the finest things, nothing better than after a big long hike. I ain't too good to go eat at a Shoney's somewhere because that right there is some of the finest food that ever was. Book it. Hike, eat at Shoney's, take a nap. Done.